This is a car engine. Cold, still, switched off. From the outside, just a block of metal and pipes sat quietly under the bonnet. But this is one of the most violent places you will ever travel. Most engines like this one have 4 cylinders. 4 sealed chambers, side by side, each doing the very same job, many times every second. We are going inside one of them. Follow me down. We pass through the metal wall and into a single cylinder. A smooth, round chamber, taller than it is wide. At the bottom sits the piston, a heavy metal plug, fitted so tightly that no gas can slip past it. It can slide up and down, but it cannot leak. Above it, 2 valves, 2 doors in the ceiling, shut for now. This small space is where everything happens. Wait here, it is about to start. The piston drops. As it falls, it pulls the space above it wide open, and a vacuum forms. One of the doors above swings open. Air rushes in to fill the gap, and mixed into that air is a fine mist of petrol. Not a splash, a mist, almost a vapor, spread thin. This is the engine taking a breath. The door shuts. The mixture is trapped. Now the piston turns and climbs. With both doors sealed shut, it has nowhere to push the mixture but into a smaller and smaller space. It crushes it down to about 1/10 of its size. The air and fuel are packed tight, growing hot under the pressure. Everything is ready, coiled, waiting. At the top of the chamber, a spark plug hangs down, silent. For one moment, nothing moves. Then it fires. Tens of thousands of volts jump across the spark plug's tiny gap. The packed mixture catches, and a flame tears through it in an instant. For a fraction of a second, the temperature here reaches around 2000 degrees, hotter than flowing lava. This is the center of the whole machine, a small, controlled explosion held inside a cup of metal. This is the moment everything else exists to create. The explosion has nowhere to go, so it shoves the piston down, hard. This is the only stroke that gives power. Everything else is just setting it up. The piston is joined to a bent rod called the crankshaft. As the piston is driven down, it turns that crank, the same way your leg turns a bicycle pedal. That spinning is what reaches the wheels. That spin is what moves the car. The piston rises one last time. The second door opens. The burnt gas, now spent and useless, is pushed out through it and away down the exhaust. The chamber is empty again, and then the whole thing repeats. Breathe in, squeeze, fire, push out. Many times a second, in every cylinder, for as long as the engine runs. You have just watched one cycle. The engine has done thousands while you listened, but we are not finished. Go back to that burning fuel and look closer. Closer than the flame, closer than a single drop. Petrol is made of tiny chains called hydrocarbons, just carbon and hydrogen locked together. When the spark hits, those chains are ripped apart, and the atoms inside them slam into oxygen. That tearing and joining is the explosion. That is where the energy comes from. This is the real center. Not the metal, the atoms.